Hey everyone, Mishan here, singer-songwriter and vocal coach, and I wanted to talk today about something that's come up in a few of my lessons that I've been working through with my students, and that is specifically working too hard when it comes to singing. What I mean by that is that a lot of singers make things out to be more difficult than they really should be. At the end of the day, we don't want to make things more difficult on ourselves than they already have to be when it comes to singing. An example of this is where some singers will, and a lot of singers, especially when they're first learning, they'll separate out the process of speaking and the process of singing. But if you think about it, you're really using the same instrument for both. Now, I know that there's a lot of coaches out there that teach to make radical adjustments to the mouth, to the tongue, to all the muscles that you're using. And I don't know if that is so necessary for good singing. And actually, I believe that a lot of those techniques end up with more problems than good over time. So let me give you an example, and I'm going to be, kind of improvising here on what he sounds like. But one of my students came to me, he was trying to sing Free Falling, and he wanted to be able to sing the song in his full voice. And when he was singing it, he was approaching it with a lot of extraneous tension that was going on in his throat. It was really not necessary for the song to be sung. So just as a crude example, he was singing it like, yeah, I'm free falling. When he was approaching it like that, I saw a lot of neck tension come in. I saw a lot of face squeeze happening as he was singing it. And all those aspects were totally unnecessary to keep the sound going. So what we did was we worked through a lot of that tension by getting him to just speak it out. Yeah, I'm free falling. And I said, now try to sing it with as little change from the way that you speak it as possible. We don't need to force things and mold things and, twist and turn. And the more you do that stuff, the tighter everything's going to get. So really just focusing on, okay, how do I say it? Yeah, I'm free falling. Yeah, I'm free falling. Don't need to change much more than that. Don't need to make massive changes to the way we use our instrument when we're speaking every day to when we're using our voice for singing. Now, this comes with a few caveats. Caveat number one, you have to have a healthy speech pattern. If you find your voice is tiring very quickly when you're speaking, or that you get tense or tight in your throat when you're speaking, and overall your speaking needs some work, then working particularly with your speaking would probably be a good first step, and this may not 100% apply to you. Caveat number two is if we're singing in an extremely high part of our range. When we're going to the extremes, speech is generally not singing up here, we're not talking up here. So because we're not usually using our extreme levels of our range when we're talking, when it comes to singing, if we are using that more extreme level of our range, then things will be adjusted and changed in that way. So it doesn't necessarily apply to the extreme parts of our range where we might have to make some adjustments, allowing the jaw to drop a little more and things like that in order for the sound to come out properly. So as a practical guide for you to take from this, I want you guys to pick your favorite song that you're working on, a song that you wish you could sing that is difficult for you to sing, and I want you to just speak the lyrics. Just speak it out. Don't sing them. I know when a lot of times when I tell my students to do this, they start singing it. Don't sing it. Speak it out. For all the times that you rain on my parade. We're going to then try to make as little changes as possible to when we sing it, as far as opening of the mouth, as far as contorting anything, changing any muscular patterns. Let's try to keep it all the same and see if we can, how that works. All the times that you rain on my parade. Really don't need that much more than that. So apply this to your song and see the difference that it makes. And if you're having any trouble applying this, please feel free to reach out to me on my website. You can sign up for a one-on-one lesson, or you can get any of my courses that really go through this in a lot of detail to get you singing in the most natural and healthy way possible. Singing like you're speaking can help you find a lot more confidence, a lot more ease in your singing voice, and just allow everything to flow a lot better. Speak out the line and then sing the line and see if that makes a big difference in your voice. At the very least, it's going to open up and broaden your mindset, the way you look at singing, and change a few things. Hey, if you like this video, please check out this one. I'm sure you're going to like it too.